The stress necessary to initiate yielding is considerably. A. More than that necessary to continue it. B. Less than that necessary to continue it. C. More than that necessary to stop it. D. Less than that necessary to stop it. The correct answer is more than that necessary to continue it. Strain energy of any member may be defined as work done on it. A. To deform it. B. To resist elongation. C. To resist shortening. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. If the length of a cantilever carrying an isolated load at its free end is doubled, the deflection of the free end will increase by A. 8, B. 1/8, C. 1/3, D. 2. The correct answer is 8. The BM diagram of the beam shown in below figure is A rectangle, B. a triangle, C. a trapezium, D. a parabola. The correct answer is a rectangle. The value of Poisson's ratio always remains A greater than 1, B less than 1, C equal to 1, D none of these. The correct answer is less than 1. For a beam having fixed ends, the unknown element of the reactions is A. Horizontal components at either end, B. Vertical components at either end, C. Horizontal component at one end and vertical component at the other, D. Horizontal and vertical components at both the ends. The correct answer is horizontal and vertical components at both the ends. If all the dimensions of a bar are increased in the proportion n1, the proportion with which the maximum stress produced in the prismatic bar by its own weight will increase in the ratio A1n, Bn1, C1, D1. The correct answer is n1. The slenderness ratio of a vertical column of square cross-section of 10 cm side and 500 cm long is A 117.2, B 17.3, C 173.2, D 137.2. The correct answer is 173.2. If the depth of a simply supported beam carrying an isolated load at its center is doubled, the deflection of the beam at the center will be changed by a factor of A2, B12, C8, D18. The correct answer is 1/8. The equivalent length of a column fixed at one end and free at the other end is A 0.5 L, B 0.7 L, C L, D 2 L. The correct answer is 2 L. A cast iron T-section beam is subjected to pure bending. For maximum compressive stress to be 3 times the maximum tensile stress, center of gravity of the section from flange side is AH4, BH3, CH2, D23H. The correct answer is H4. The equivalent length of a column fixed at both ends is A 0.5 L, B 0.7 L, C L, D 2 L. The correct answer is 0.5 L. The rise of a parabolic arch at quarter points is equal to A times the rise of the crown, B times the rise of the crown, C times the rise of the crown, D times the rise of the crown. The correct answer is times the rise of the crown. The effect of arching a beam is A to reduce the bending moment throughout, B to increase the bending moment throughout, C nothing on the bending throughout, D all the above. The correct answer is to reduce the bending moment throughout. The phenomenon of slow growth of strain under a steady tensile stress is called A yielding, B creeping, C breaking, D none of these. The correct answer is Creeping. Hooke's law states that stress and strain are A. Directly proportional, B. Inversely proportional, C. Curvilinearly related, D. None of these. The correct answer is directly proportional. A 8-meter long simply supported rectangular beam which carries a distributed load 45 kg m experiences a maximum fiber stress 160 kg cm2. If the moment of inertia of the beam is 640 cm for the overall depth of the beam is A 10 cm, B 12 cm, C 15 cm, D 16 cm. The correct answer is 10 cm. A column is said to be of medium size if its slenderness ratio is between A 20 and 32, B 32 and 120, C 120 and 160, D 160 and 180. The correct answer is 32 and 120. Ties are load-carrying members of a frame which are subjected to A. Transverse loads, B. Axial tension loads, C. Axial compressive loads, D. Torsional loads. The correct answer is axial tension loads. At either end of a plane frame, maximum number of possible transverse shear forces are A1, B2, C3, D4. The correct answer is 1. The cross-sections of the beams of equal length are a circle and a square whose permissible bending stress are same under same maximum bending. The ratio of their flexural weights is A 1.118, B 1.338, C 1.228, D 1.108. The correct answer is 1.118. When two plates butt together and are riveted with two cover plates with two rows of rivets, the joint is known as A. Lap joint, B. Butt joint, C. Single riveted single cover butt joint, D. Double riveted double cover butt joint. The correct answer is double riveted double cover butt joint. The moment diagram for a cantilever which is subjected to a uniformly distributed load will be A. Triangle, B. Rectangle, C. Parabola, D. Cubic parabola. The correct answer is parabola. The areas of cross-section of a square beam and a circular beam subjected to equal bending moments are same. A circular beam is more economical, B. Square beam is more economical, C. Both the beams are equally strong, D. Both the beams are equally economical. The correct answer is square beam is more economical. For the same height, the bottom width for no tension A for triangular section is more than rectangular section, B for rectangular section is more than triangular section, C for triangular section is same as that of a rectangular section, D none of these. The correct answer is for triangular section is same as that of a rectangular section. A beam is said to be of uniform strength if A. BM is same throughout the beam, B. Shear stress is same throughout the beam, C. Deflection is same throughout the beam, D. Bending stress is same at every section along its longitudinal axis. The correct answer is bending stress is same at every section along its longitudinal axis. For a beam, if fundamental equations of statics are not sufficient to determine all the reactive forces at the supports, the structure is said to be A. Determinate, B. Statically determinate, C. Statically indeterminate, D. None of these. The correct answer is statically indeterminate. The moment diagram for a cantilever carrying linearly varying load from zero at its free end and to maximum at the fixed end will be A triangle, B. Rectangle. C. Parabola. D. Cubic parabola. The correct answer is cubic parabola. The maximum shear stress in a thin cylindrical shell subjected to internal pressure P is A. PdT, B. PD2T, C. PD4T, D. PD8T. The correct answer is PD8T. When a shaft is subjected to torsion, the shear stress induced in the shaft varies from A. minimum at the center to maximum at the circumference, B. maximum at the center to minimum at the circumference, C. 0 at the center to maximum at the circumference, D. maximum at the center to 0 at the circumference. The correct answer is 0 at the center to maximum at the circumference. The maximum bending moment for a simply supported beam with a gradually varying load from 0 at both ends and W per meter at the center lies at the center of a beam. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. A body is subjected to a tensile stress of 1200 MPa on one plane and another tensile stress of 600 MPa on a plane at right angles to the former. It is also subjected to a shear stress of 400 MPa on the same planes. The maximum shear stress will be A. 400 MPa, B. 500 MPa, C. 900 MPa, D. 1400 MPa. The correct answer is 500 MPa. A shaft of diameter D is subjected to a twisting moment T and a bending moment M. If the maximum bending stress is equal to maximum shear stress developed, then M is equal to A. T2, B. T, C. 2T, D. 4T. The correct answer is T2. The maximum bending moment of a cantilever beam of length L and carrying a uniformly distributed load of W per unit length lies at the middle of its length. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. A circular shaft fixed at A has diameter D for half of its length and diameter D2 over the other half as shown in the below figure. If the rotation of B relative to A is 0.1 radian, the rotation of C relative to B will be A. 0.4 radian, B. 0.8 radian, C. 1.6 radian, D. 3.2 radian. The correct answer is 1.6 radian. Young's modulus may be defined as the ratio of A. linear stress to lateral strain, B. lateral strain to linear strain, C. linear stress to linear strain, D. shear stress to shear strain. The correct answer is linear stress to linear strain. In the below figure represents glass. A curve A, B curve B, C curve C, D curve D. The correct answer is curve C. Which of the following statement is correct? A. The size of hole drilled in riveting plates is less than the actual size of rivet. B. The center-to-center distance between two consecutive rivets in a row is called margin. C. Rivets are generally specified by its shank diameter. D. Tearing of plates can be avoided by taking the pitch of rivets equal to 1.5 times the diameter of rivet hole. The correct answer is rivets are generally specified by its shank diameter. When a bar of length L with P and thickness T is subjected to a push of P, its A. length, width and thickness increases, B. length, width and thickness decreases, C. length increases, width and thickness decreases, D. length decreases, width and thickness increases. The correct answer is length decreases, width and thickness increases. If the magnitude of direct stress and bending stress is equal, then there will be zero stress at one of the extreme ends of a column. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. When a thin cylindrical shell is subjected to an internal pressure, the volumetric strain is where 1 hoop strain and 2 longitudinal strain, A212, B212, C221, D221. The correct answer is 212. In a riveted joint, when the rivets in the adjacent rows are staggered in such a way that every rivet is in the middle of the 2 rivets of the opposite row, the joint is said to be diamond riveted. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is no. The factor of safety is always more than unity. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. Moore's circle is used to determine the stresses on an oblique section of a body subjected to a direct tensile stress in one plane accompanied by a shear stress, b. direct tensile stress in 2 mutually perpendicular directions, c. direct tensile stress in 2 mutually perpendicular directions accompanied by a simple shear stress, D. all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. The proof resilience is the maximum strain energy which can be stored in a body. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is yes. The maximum shear stress developed in a beam of rectangular section is the average shear stress. A equal to B 3 times. C 1.5 times. D twice. The correct answer is 1.5 times. In the below figure, curve C represents soft brass. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. A beam which is fixed at one end and free at the other is called A. simply supported beam. B. fixed beam. C. overhanging beam. D. cantilever beam. The correct answer is cantilever beam. When a body is subjected to 3 mutually perpendicular stresses of equal intensity, the ratio of direct stress to the corresponding volumetric strain is known as A. Young's modulus, B. modulus of rigidity, C. bulk modulus, D. Poisson's ratio. The correct answer is bulk modulus. The bending moment at a section tends to bend or deflect the beam, and the internal stresses resist its bending. The resistance offered by the internal stresses to the bending is called A. compressive stress, B. shear stress, C. bending stress, D. elastic modulus. The correct answer is bending stress. The section modulus of a rectangular section about an axis through its CG is AB2, BD2, CBD22, DBD26. The correct answer is BD26. The ratio of shear modulus to the modulus of elasticity for a Poisson's ratio of 0.4 will be A. 5.7, B. 7.5, C. 5.14, D. 14.5. The correct answer is 5.14. The maximum shear stress is equal to the radius of Moore's circle. A. correct. B. incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. A closely coiled helical spring is of mean diameter d and spring wire diameter d. The spring index is the ratio of A1D, B1D, CDD, DDD. The correct answer is DD. If the diameter of pressure vessel is 15 times the wall thickness, the vessel is said to be a thick shell. A. agree. B. disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. The strength of a riveted joint is equal to the A. pull required to tear off the plate per pitch length Pt, B. pull required to shear off the rivet per pitch length Ps, C. Pull required to crush the rivet per pitch length PC. D. Minimum value of PTPS or PC. The correct answer is minimum value of PTPS or PC. In the below figure, Hooke's law holds good for the portion from O to A. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. The neutral axis of the symmetrical beam does not pass through the centroid of the beam. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is disagree. The Poisson's ratio for steel varies from A. 0.23 to 0.27, B. 0.27 to 0.30, C. 0.31 to 0.34, D. 0.32 to 0.42. The correct answer is 0.27 to 0.30. The deformation of a bar under its own weight is the deformation if the same body is subjected to a direct load equal to weight of the body. A. Equal to B. Half, C. Double, D. Quadruple. The correct answer is half. In a simple bending theory, one of the assumptions is that the plane sections before bending remain plane after bending. This assumption means that A. Stress is uniform throughout the beam. B. Strain is uniform throughout the beam. C. Stress is proportional to the distance from the neutral axis. D. Strain is proportional to the distance from the neutral axis. The correct answer is strain is proportional to the distance from the neutral axis. The maximum shear stress in the given figure is equal to of the Moore's circle. A. Radius, B. Diameter, C. Circumference, D. Area. The correct answer is radius. A simply supported beam of length L carries a point load W at a point C as shown in the below figure. The maximum deflection lies at A. Point A, B. Point B, C. Point C, D. Between points B and C. The correct answer is between points B and C. A uniformly distributed load may be assumed to behave like a point load at the center of gravity of the load for all sorts of calculations. A. Correct, B. Incorrect, C. D. The correct answer is correct. The shear force in the center of a simply supported beam carrying a uniformly distributed load of W per unit length is A. 0, B. WL22, C. WL24, D. WL28. The correct answer is 0. When a change in length takes place, the strain is known as A. Linear strain, B. Lateral strain, C. Volumetric strain, D. Shear strain. The correct answer is linear strain. The maximum bending moment of a simply supported beam with central point load lies at the point of loading. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. When the shear force diagram between any 2 points is an inclined straight line, it indicates that there is a uniformly varying load between the 2 points. A. Yes, B. No, C. D. The correct answer is yes. The pull required to tear off the plate per pitch length is where P. Pitch of rivets, T. Thickness of plates, and T and C. Permissible tensile shearing and crushing stresses respectively. A. P2 dTXC, B. P dTX, C. P dTXT, D. 2P dTXT. The correct answer is P dTXT. When a beam is subjected to bending moment, the stress at any point is the distance of the point from the neutral axis. A. Equal to, B. Directly proportional to, C. Inversely proportional to, D. Independent of. The correct answer is directly proportional to. The torsional rigidity of a shaft is given by ATJ, BT, CTR, DTG. The correct answer is T. The unit of strain is ANmm, BNmm, Cmm. D. No unit. The correct answer is no unit.